Tutorial 7. Remember this one? I explained in tutorial either 1 or 2 ongoing concern. Okay, a quick one, because we require this concept now. Company is still a going concern, means the company will still be operational in the foreseeable future, correct? Then how we prepare our statement of financial position? We have non-current asset. Current asset means we have a long-term asset intend to be used for more than 1 year, right? Current will be short-term, within 1 year. So it implies that the company will still be in operation in the foreseeable future. We always assume this assumption. Okay, apply this assumption. A company with a going concern problem, either they make losses, someone sue the company, flood, loss of major customer, company as a result they may not be a going concern, so will be closed down in the foreseeable future. So how you want to prepare your financial statement? Everything becomes short term, no more long term liability assets. So my asset, it was at historical cost, less accumulated depreciation, less accumulated impairment. Now I can only sell it for 200. So I value them at only 200 net realizable value. Equipment was 800. Historical cost less your accumulated depreciation, less accumulated impairment. However, because of going concern problem, we prepare on a breakup basis. It will be at net realizable value. I can only sell it for 100. Okay, no more current, non-current. Everything becomes current asset, current liability. This is the breakup basis. Okay. Okay. Now, IS 10. You have 3 definitions here. If your PowerPoint slide is all there. IS 10 event after reporting period are those events, whether favorable and unfavorable, that occur between. Keyword here, you underline the word between. When you are talking about between, means between 2 things. So we are over here, we are talking about between 2 dates. Which 2 dates? Between the end of the reporting period, means your year end. Okay, and also the date when the financial statements are authorized for issue. Okay, IS 10 deal with event, favorable and unfavorable event that happen between these 2 dates. Which 2 dates? End of the reporting and also the date when the financial statements are authorized for issue. Example here. Page 63. Your note, is it? Okay. My year end is 31st December 2016. When must I convene my AGM? AGM. Huh? AGM will be 6 months after the year end. So 6 months after year end will be 30th June 2017. So what do you do in AGM? AGM means I'll call out all the shareholder. I'm the director. You're the shareholder. We come here and we discuss. Especially the main one of the things here confirmed must be the financial statement for 2016. Is it okay? 2017 AGM is to discuss financial statement on 2016. So when they come here for AGM, does it mean that our financial statement must be completed by then and signed by the director and auditor? Yes. So if you want to sign, the latest date, we must give notice to call all the members here to for meeting. We must give 21 days notice, correct? Means 21 days before is on the 9th of June. Your financial statement must be authorized for issue on this date, because you must give a grace period of 21 days notice. You cannot call up your shareholder, can you please come meeting tomorrow? That one is how many days notice? Tomorrow, 1 day notice. Your AGM not valid, must be 21 days. So your financial statement must be, latest date must be signed on the 9th of June. Must be signed. Then only you have 21 days notice. Okay? Now, from this date to this date, we have 2 dates here. Many things can happen between these 2 dates. The one in blue. So IS 10 deal with those events, whether good event or bad, favorable, unfavorable event that occur between the end of the reporting period, means the end of 31st December here, and the date when the financial statement are authorized for issue, means on the 9th of June. So between these 2 days, whatever happened between these 2 days. Okay, IS 10 cover this whole period here. Can I sign earlier? Can the auditor, financial director sign earlier? You can always sign earlier. But latest must be here because you need 21 days. Okay, now, then something happened here on the 2nd of February. Does it fall under the period covered by IS 10? IS 10 say which date between your year end and when it's signed. So anything between this period will be covered under IS 10. So something happened here on the 2nd of February. Does it fall under the period covered by IS 10? Yes. If yes, then you have to decide whether is it adjusting event or non-adjusting event. Not adjusted event, non-adjusted. This is the answer normally I get. Adjusted event, non-adjusted, or adjust event, non-adjust event. Wrong. Adjusting event, non-adjusting. Okay. So adjusting event, as the name suggests, it happened in 2017. But you must go back adjust your 2016 financial statement. Because you haven't signed, you still can do something about your financial statement. You must go back adjust. There's another one here that happened during this period, and is a non-adjusting, means you don't have to go back and adjust your 2016 financial statement before you sign. No need to adjust anything. All you have to do is, if it's a very material item, you just have to disclose in the financial statement so that it is signed and AGM they can discuss about it. But no need to adjust 2016. Okay, you just have to disclose because of this reason. We look at the reason. When do we constitute adjusting? When it is not. Definition, 3 definition. This is the second one. Adjusting event are those events that provide evidence of condition that existed at the end of the reporting period. Keyword, it must be existed at here. Or this one I got no place, there's no space. That's why I refer to your notes or the model answer later. Actually, it's a quite a long answer. I just highlight the keyword here only. A non-adjusting event, indicative of condition that arose after. Highlight arose after. One already existed, one is after. Arose after. Okay, example of adjusting event, goods sold below cost customer declared bankrupt. These are adjusting events. Flood, fire, dividend, issue share, all these are non-adjusting events. You have some more example in notes, but these are just some of the examples taken out, okay, extracted. My example now. Inventory cost 100, I buy here. Haven't sold, therefore still in my inventory as 100 here. What must I do when come to year end? We have just learned IS2. For inventory, I buy at cost 100, haven't sold. What must I do? I must check whether this inventory compare the cost with the what? NRV. Okay? I must take whichever is lower. Say my NRV is higher. So which one should I take? Cost. I did not adjust my financial statement. On the 2nd of February, I sell the goods for only 80. Everyone is selling for 80. I have to sell below cost 80. Must I go back adjust 2016 figure? Must I adjust is this an adjusting event? This is goods sold below cost is an adjusting event. Why? Because this event, when I sell, is an event. It provides me with the evidence that this condition already existed at year end. I repeat, happened on the 2nd February, but it provides me with the evidence that they already exist on 31st December. Happened in 2nd, but this condition already exists on 31st. Meaning, before I sell, I thought my cost and my NRV is higher. So no issue lah, I take cost. Then on the 2nd, I sell. This event, I sell it below. Does this event here give me the idea or give me the evidence that actually on the 31st, it should have been 80 lah, the NRV. Does this event give me the evidence? Does it provide me with the evidence? Yes. So when it provide me with the evidence that they already existed on 31st, I must go back adjust. Okay, reduce it to 80 before I sign go back adjust because this one existed at 31st. Okay, now keyword here existed at the end of the reporting period. Next example. I have a trade receivables I sell to my customer. They haven't paid me yet, so my trade receivable balance is 100. What must I do with trade receivables at year end normally? Trade receivables. Allowance for the food debt or bad debt. I go through my customer list, and this customer is a very, very good customer, has been paying me very promptly all this while. That's why I am not providing the food debt, bad debt for this customer. Okay, no? I'm not providing anything. Then on the 2nd of February, he called me up saying that his company got very big problem, unable to pay me on this date. Does this date here fall between these two dates? Yes. So when it falls within this date, which is under IS 10, I have to decide whether is this adjusting or non-adjusting event. Must I, in this case, must I go back and adjust my trade receivable? On the 2nd, they tell me they are going bankrupt. Must I go back adjust 31st December, adjust it to double that $100? Why adjust? Because the moment when he called me that he's going bankrupt, it provides me with the evidence that his condition already existed at the end of the reporting, already existed here. So I must go and provide 100, make it 0. Is it okay? Go back and adjust. I should adjust. I do not know. That's why I didn't. Now that I know, therefore I must go back and adjust. Okay. Next, I rub this off. There's a flood happened on 2nd of February. An event happened here. Flood Banjir. Because of this flood, the company lost 1 million. Adjusting or non-adjusting event, flood. Why? Because this flood here, indicative of condition that the flood arose after the reporting period. Means they happen after the reporting period. Means no need to go and adjust. Must I disclose 1 million? I'm not adjusting because it's a non-adjusting event. Do I have to disclose? I disclose about this flood in my financial statement because I sign here and it happened before I sign. I will disclose it in the notes if the amount of 1 million is material. But I'm not adjusting, I'm just disclosing only. Okay, why it is not an adjusting event? What is adjusting event? The condition must already existed at year end. When the flood happened on the 2nd, does it mean that the flood already existed at 31st? Can I say that? Flood happened, raining very heavily on the 2nd. Flood happened. Can I say the flood actually existed at 31st December? No such thing, right? The flood happened here means here lah. It cannot be already existed. Therefore, it arose after reporting period. Therefore, happened in 2017, you don't go and adjust 2016. All you have to do is disclose in the note if you haven't signed. Okay? I issue share on the 2nd of February. Can I say that this issue share here already existed here, 31st December? No, I decided to here, issue share here means it happened after the reporting period, arose after. All you have to do is to non-adjusting, you have to disclose only, that's it. Clear? One example, 31st December year end on the 2nd of February. This person, whoever this person, he passed away, die. Okay, not? He died because of cancer. Can we say that today he died, due to cancer? Can we say that the cancer actually already existed for some time already? We know. Cancer already existed, the illness is there for some time, already existed some time. Okay, another example, this person also died. Very bad, died due to accident, car accident. Can we say that this accident already existed 31st December? Okay, not? So it arose after the end. No indication that already existed at the end. Understand? So both died. One existence, one arose after. Same thing here. When I sell below the cost, when I sell something below the cost, it cannot be out of sudden I sell below the cost. It has to be due to something. Means probably already existed sometime. So I go back, adjust. This person would become bankrupt. Can he suddenly just become bankrupt? No, most likely already happened at here. Already existed here. So go back, adjust. Got it? Yeah. Can I? Yeah. My next example. I buy inventory 100 cost. After year end, I sell it for 80. Adjusting or non-adjusting? I sign here. Before, it costs 100, but I sell it for only for 80. Below cost. Adjusting, non-adjusting? Adjusting, because this condition already existed at the end of the reporting period. Adjusting. So answer, adjusting. Now, look carefully this one. The cost is 100. Competitor launch a product here, or the government make an announcement here. Whatever announcement, whatever product launch, Because of this announcement, because of this, I have to sell below cost. Adjusting or non-adjusting? Non-adjusting, because I sell below cost is not existed here yet. It is due to the announcement that happened after the reporting period. Therefore, I sell below is non-adjusting. Do I have to disclose? Do I have to disclose in the notes? If it's material, then yes. If I tell you flood, my company has making profit a lot, millions, and the flood caused the company to lose $100. Do you want to disclose in the notes? No need lah. Nobody care about the $100. So no material, no need to disclose. Is it okay? Do you disclose your adjusting event? Huh? Let's say you sell below cost 80. It's an adjusting event because they existed. Yeah, we adjust. Do we disclose in the notes? If already adjusted in my SPL, SFP, adjust, no need to disclose. It's already in the book. But if you don't adjust, then you have to disclose if it's material. Got it? Good. All right, tutorial 7, question 1. Before, okay, how many definition? How many definition? Those events that what? Favorable or unfavorable, can be good, can be bad event that occur between the two dates. If it happen between this date, then you decide, is it adjusting, not adjusting? Keyword existed, keyword arose after. Question. Oh, one more here, sorry. I sell the goods when I buy. I sell the goods here below cost. Adjusting or non-adjusting? I sell the goods here below cost. Adjusting, non-adjusting? Huh? Non-adjusting, wrong. Adjusting, wrong. Depends on what? You don't depends on anything? No, there's only one answer. No. So, IS 10. This paragraph tell us event that happened between which two dates? End of reporting this date and the date when the financial statement here means happened between this date. And I tell you, I sell below cost here. Is it within the period or outside? So IS 10 don't come into picture. Nothing to do with adjusting, not adjusting. Already mentioned here, it must happen between this date. Understand? It happened in 2016, please adjust in 2016. What happened if I tell you I sell below cost here? Adjusting or non-adjusting? No. IS 10 not applicable. Outside the period covered by IS 10. If happen here, can I go back and adjust? Already signed, already AGM. What can I do with the financial statement? Nothing. So yeah, I will adjust it in 2017. Okay? All right. A. Explain event after reporting period. So put in the definition. Those events that what? Favorable, unfavorable event that occur between the two dates. Done. What is the treatment? Adjust or not adjust? Wrong. Adjusting or non-adjusting event. Okay, not? What's the keyword for adjusting? Provide evidence of condition that existed at the end of the reporting period. What's the keyword for non-adjusting? indicating a condition that arose after the reporting period. Okay, no? Answer.
Okay. 8个小时讲完全部不一样。
40 minutes lah.
40 minutes 啊
45.
Oh my god. Start from now 啊
Start from now. 45, 50 like that lah. Okay, come. I read through between which to date reporting and the financial statement authorized. Done. Two types. Those events that provide further evidence of condition that existed means adjusting, not adjusting. Existed. Adjusting. Those that condition that arose subsequent means arose after. Non-adjusting event. Recommended treatment. Event requiring adjustment means adjusting event. Existing means already existed. Oh yeah, one more thing is on your going concern. I forgot to explain this. Now let's go back.
50 minutes 咯
So skip lah. Okay. A flood cost 1 million. Adjusting or non-adjusting? Why non-adjusting? Because the condition arose after. Okay, no? Now, I give you one additional example, additional info. The company, due to the losses on the machinery, 1 million, no money to replace the machinery. They will have to close down the company now. Going concern problem. Understand? This flood causes the company's going concern to be no longer appropriate, closing down soon. Now, this is an adjusting event. Understand? Yes, when an event that affects the company's going concern, then that event is a non-adjusting event. That's why you see, you go back, you read through the whole thing. Adjusting events are those that existed, as well as those events or those events that actually affect the company's going concern are adjusting events. No, whatever is all adjusting. How should you prepare your financial statement if it's going concern? On what basis? Huh? No, normal. Wait, this one. Just explain it. Breakup basis. If got problem, flood, affect going concern, it is an adjusting event. And your financial statement have to prepare on the breakup basis. Okay? Good. Here. Adjusting event are those that already existed at the end, and when the going concern no longer appropriate, it is also an adjusting event. Event that affect company's going concern, also an adjusting event. Non-adjusting event are those that occur after the reporting. If it's material, you have to disclose. What do you disclose? Here. If it's a flood, you disclose the nature, flood. Financial effect, 1 million. Nature, because of flood, because of fire. Why? How much? 1 million is the losses. Okay, no? Question C. Ready? The accounts of evaluation Sendram Berhad are approved on 23rd. When's my year end? 31st December. Approved on 23rd of March. So it's between these two dates. Whatever happened between these two dates, IS10 come into picture. In February 2017, there was a labor dispute over wages, causing a strike by the employee. This led to a disruption in production, causing an estimated loss of 10 million. Is this event happen between the date specified by IAS 10? Yes. Yes, if it's in between, IAS 10 come into picture. Next step. Do you think it's adjusting or non-adjusting event? It's a non-adjusting event. Why? Because this is indicative of the condition that they arose after the reporting period. Okay, correct. Then, do you disclose? If the 10 million is considered to be material, it has to be disclosed in the financial statement on the nature as well as the financial effect. Okay, now? What happened if this 10 million losses, okay, and as a result, the company's going concern is no longer appropriate? Then this will become this one is an adjusting event. Okay, now? Then how should you prepare your financial statement? You prepare your financial statement on a breakup basis. Is it okay? So I repeat, the full answer. You must make sure it falls between the two dates. 1 mark. The event fall between the date specified by IAS 10. Okay? If it's fall within, then you decide, is this a non-adjusting or adjusting? It is a non-adjusting event because they arose after the reporting period. So we should disclose this in the financial statement if it's material. However, if these losses causes the company's going concern to be no longer appropriate, then this is an adjusting event, in which our financial statement will be prepared on a breakup basis. 5 marks. Okay, now? Answer. It's a non-adjusting because they occur means arose after the reporting. The 10 million losses is considered to be what is material, therefore we have to disclose. Assess the company's going concern. If going concern no longer appropriate, we have to prepare on a breakup basis. It is an adjusting event. Okay, I listen. Full answer. Question 2. Consider each of the following events which occur after the reporting but before the financial statement. They say it's after but before you sign. Means within that period. Understand? It occurs after the reporting but before the financial statement is authorized by issue. And the assumed materiality to exist in every cases. So all the cases here happen between the two dates and it's material. Or your job now is to decide whether adjusting or non-adjusting. A. Office equipment used in the factory which was recorded at 100 was damaged by flood on the 4th. How? Confirm within that period. Next thing, adjusting, non-adjusting? Why? Because they arose or they occur after, subsequent. Arose after, arose subsequent to the year end. So what do you do after that? They already mentioned assume all are material. So we disclose in the notes. Understand? B. Xiaoqing. Where? In order to finance new development, 2 million shares were issued. How? Issue share. No adjustment. Huh? Non-adjusting event. Why? Because this event is indicative of a condition that arose after the reporting period. Do you disclose? Why? Because it's material. Number C. Yes. still pay.
Thanks to her.
Some obsolete inventory cost 8,000 were subsequently sold for 1. Your cost is 8 and you record at 8. However, subsequent to year end, after the year end, you sell it for 1. Below cost. Do you adjust back? Is after the reporting, before the financial, is within the IS 10. Is the same as this. Goods sold below cost. Here, you sell below cost after the end. So go back and adjust because why? It is an adjusting event. Why? Because it provides evidence that the condition already existed at the end of the reporting period. Existed at 31st December already. Do you disclose? No need to disclose because already adjust. Can? D. Before continue, repeat one more time here. Trade receivable. I sell here. Customer haven't paid me on year end, still owe me year end 100. I must check for doubtful debt, bad debt. But I deem this customer to be good customer, therefore I did not provide. Then on the second, call me up and they say it's going bankrupt. So the moment he call me is an event here, which is an unfavorable event. Does this event here provide me with evidence that his condition already existed at 31st? His very bad condition already existed at year end? Do you think the company will just go down like that? Most likely already existed for some time, right? Bankrupt must be already for some time, therefore already existed, therefore go back and adjust. It's like the cancer. Suddenly you die due to cancer, we know already existed. Okay? So this one, if you sell, but you never provide until it happen, then yeah, you must go back and provide. D. A credit sale of 15 was made to customer on the 10th of April. However, he was declared bankrupt on the 15th May. The amount of debt is irrecoverable. Adjusting or non-adjusting event? Huh? Huh? How? So it's a non-adjusting event. You see, yeah, it's non-adjusting. Why? Arose. You check. What's the difference? When my year end is 31st March, here. When I sell to the customer, April, here. I write here April, I sell after the yen. Go bankrupt in May, also after the yen. Means, do I have to go back and adjust the 31st December, March? There's no balance on 31st March. I haven't sold anything yet. No balance, nothing to adjust. Understand? It's different from that one. That one I sell here, balance 100, then bankrupt here. Go back adjust. This one is adjusting. This one is non-adjusting. Okay, now? E. Wage-in. How? Director proposed dividend. Wage-in. Others? Adjusting, not adjusting? Why? Because issue share wrong. Because Okay, so the common answer I received, because it's flat, because it's issue share, because dividend, wrong. Because this event arose, meaning this flat, this issue of share, it arose after the reporting period. Understand? And do you disclose? Yes. Good. Answer. Number 2. Okay, next. You see the wording here. Non-adjusting, why? After, arose after, disclose. Non-adjusting, arose after, disclose. Adjusting, because existed, adjust. Is it okay? Number 3. Consider each of the following occurring after the reporting, but before the financial statement are authorized for issue on 31st. Year end is June, authorized August. Year end June, authorized in August. A. Issue share. How? Issue share? Huh? Why? Yes, issue share, because issue share. Because arose after. Do you disclose? Yes. Material. Huh? B. Session. A machine used, which was recorded 150, was damaged by a flood on the 15th. Non-adjusting. Why? Okay. Do you disclose? Yes. C. Bing Jun. How? Adjusting event. Adjust how much? Adjust 45,000, right? Can I? Why is an adjusting event? Because this event occur, yeah, is provide evidence that the condition already existed at the end of the reporting period. Provide evidence of the condition already condition existed at the end of the reporting. D. Kiyeng. D. Adjusting event. Why? Yeah, because it provides evidence that the condition existed at the end of the reporting. Okay, bankrupt. Last one. Non-adjusting. Dividend issue share are non-adjusting. Why? Because they arose after disclose. Okay. Answer. Together with number 4. Or you want number 3 first lah? Okay lah. Okay. Number 4. Exists. At 31st December, year end, Hadapan, among its trade receivables, a customer, Harapan. Understand? Like this. You are Hadapan. You have a trade receivables called Harapan, who owe us 600,000. And on this date, Hadapan, you were of the opinion that the debt was collectible, and also therefore no allowance of dapu debt was to be made. You thought this Harapan is very good customer. You are not providing for any dapu debt or bad debt. Is it okay? Then 1 month plus later, Harapan, your customer, was placed under receivership. Receivership means the company now got problem. Placed under receivership. Hadapan means us authorize the financial statement on the 15th of May. Assume Harapan can only pay us 40 cents for every $1 that they owe us. So, adjusting or non-adjusting event. Before adjusting, does it fall under the period prescribed by IS10, the event? Does it fall under the period prescribed under IS10? Yes. So, you have determined one mark, fall under the period prescribed under IS10. Secondly, if you say yes, next is adjusting or non-adjusting event. How? Customer inform you they got problem. They can only pay you 40 cents for every dollar. So must you go back and adjust? Yes. So must you go back and provide for dapu debt? Yes. How much? You can only collect 40 cents for every dollar. So trade receivables is 600. I can only collect, so minus provision for dapu debt. How much? How much should I provide? 60 cents or 40 cents? 600,000 times 40 or 60? I must provide 60 because I can only collect 40. So this 60 cents cannot be collected. Unable to collect, so provide 36. So adjust 360. Okay. What's the double entry to record dapu debt? Dapu debt is an expenses increase. Debit dapu debt, credit. Just like accumulated depreciation, you credit your provision for dapu debt or allowance for dapu debt. Debit dapu debt, credit allowance for dapu debt. Answer for number 4. Harapan go under receivership after the reporting. This event provide evidence that they already existed. Therefore, this is an adjusting event. So since we can only collect 40 cents, 40 cents is the 600,000. They say I can only collect 40 cents. So 240 is collectible. In other words, continue. I must provide 360. Double entry, debit dapu debt, credit allowance for dapu debt 360. Okay. Number 5. How many questions is it? 7. Number 5. Happy, yeah? After the reporting period, wait, I'll update office. After the reporting period, the carrying value of inventory of Rehat was 17. No, not after. At the end of the reporting period is 172. Whatever, I take it as 12 December, 31st December. Inventory cost is 172. NRV is 208. Which one should I take? Cost. So I keep it at cost, no adjustment. So I wait and wait and wait. Inventory then subsequently after the year end, let's say this is the date when I sign. Then on this date after the year end, before it was authorized for issue, it was sold for 140. Before I sell, I thought NRV is 280, 208. Therefore, I take 172. So as I wait and wait and wait until after the year end, I actually sold the whole thing for 140. Is it below cost? So should I go back and adjust? So this is an adjusting event. Why? Huh? Because this event means when I sell 140, it provides me with the evidence that the condition existed at the end of the reporting period. Okay, how much should I adjust? Minus 32,000. Is it okay? I give you one scenario. I thought I can sell it for 208, so I take 31st December, I take 172. Government make an announcement here relating to this particular industry. And because of this announcement, I have to sell below cost. Adjusting or non-adjusting? Adjusting, non-adjusting. It's a non-adjusting, right? Non-adjusting, man. Government make an announcement here. Because of this announcement, I sell below cost. So this one is related to the announcement. Non-adjusting. Is it okay? Okay, answer. You taken already, answer this one? Okay. Here the answer here, they say if the scenario changes, assume this, assume that, many assumption, very confusing, take it out. Okay, now we want to make sure this we understand this enough. Okay, number 6, answer. IS 10 define the accounting treatment, yeah, okay. Explain what changes will have to be made to the following item in the balance sheet, means your SFP. If it becomes clear that shortly after the reporting period, after the year end, the company's going concern no longer appropriate. What is your treatment for plant and equipment? Huh? Your financial statement will be prepared on a breakup basis, correct? So what's your treatment on correct breakup basis? So how should you treat your value of plant and equipment? Normally we take cost less what? Accumulated depreciation less accumulated impairment, right? Now, because of breakup basis, NRV. Is it okay? Then should I classify as non-current asset? No. Okay. Treat it as a asset. NRV, this is the value, and you classify them as asset. Original last time was cost less accumulated, less accumulated. How many model for PPE? Yeah, PPE got how many model? Cost model, revaluation. Cost model is cost less less. But now because of breakup basis, we take NRV, realizable value. Inventory is either a cost lower of cost or NRV. But now because of breakup basis, NRV. Understand? Bank loan. Last time we treat as non-current liability. Now, current liability. Everything becomes current. This one also asset, current asset. Anyway, it's already a current asset. Everything becomes assets. This one, everything becomes liability. No current, no non-current, no need separate. Is it okay? Answer.
Yes.
Plant equipment should be valued last time at cost, less accumulated impairment. But because of going concern basis or your breakup basis, NRV will be used. Inventory also the lower of cost NRV. Because of breakup basis, we use NRV. Bank loan actually non-current normally, but because of breakup basis, it becomes current. All in wording. Okay. Okay. Question 7. Ready? Define the period which IS 10 relate and distinguish two things. Define and differentiate. So how do you define IS 10? Those events, favorable or unfavorable, that occur between the end of the reporting period and the date when the financial statement is authorized for issue. Done. What's the difference between adjusting and non-adjusting? Adjusting are those events that what? Provide evidence of condition that existed at the end of the reporting period. In all those events that what? That affect the company's going concern. Okay? What is non-adjusting? Yeah, indicative of condition that event arose after the reporting period. Done. Skip. No lah, discuss already lah anyway. B. Huh? Yeah. Boleh cakap ni. B. Wawasan completed the financial statement. Year end is 31st March. Financial statement were authorized on 6th of May. AGM is on the 3rd of June. Which two date is important? Our year end 31st March and AGM or authorized for issue. 6th of May is your authorized for issue. 6th of May means here 31st March, 6th of May. Can? So we are dealing with this event that happened here. On the 12th of April, a fire completely destroyed the company's largest warehouse and inventory. Two things, the warehouse and the inventory inside the warehouse. The carrying amount of the warehouse, the building, and the inventory is 10 and 6 million. It appeared that the company have not updated the value of its insurance coverage and only expect to recover 9 million. You lost how much? 16. Your insurance is 9. Here, can you see? Wawasan's trading operation has been severely disrupted. Okay. very badly since the fire and expect large trading losses for some time to come. In the near future, continue to make losses. What is your, how should you answer this? First thing, let's say you got 6 marks. 6 marks. How do you get a 6 marks? First, you must mention this date, this event. Is it between? Yeah, this event, the fire happened on the 12th, fall within the period prescribed under IS 10, correct? 1 mark. Then, why? Because affect the going concern. Did they say so? No. Huh? So how? Yes, Meishan. Don't want. Don't make. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Proper one. I'll give you the proper answer. The 12th April happened within the period prescribed by IS 10. Yes. Second point you mentioned, fire. This is a non-adjusting event because, why? Yeah, because it's indicative of condition that arose after the reporting period. Another mark. 3 marks. Do you disclose? So the 60 million is assumed to be material. Therefore, we should disclose these losses in the notes to the financial statement. How? You lost 16, your insurance coverage 9. So should you disclose 16 and 9 or disclose 7? Disclose separately or disclose the 7? Answer, you must disclose them separately. Losses 16, insurance 9. Disclose them, tell them we lost 16. However, our insurance is 9. Okay, right? I give you one example here. If the fire caused 50 million losses, insurance is 49. So my net losses by right should be 1, right? So how should I disclose? We should disclose 50, we should disclose 49 separately. If I disclose 1, meaning like this, if you are the user of the financial statement, fire cost the losses to the company 1 million, you net it off. Compare to 50 and 49, which one bigger impact to you? Yeah, if I don't show this separately, you thought the company losses is only 1 million, not too much. But if I tell you 50 and 49, you know the company lost 50 million due to the fire. It is a lot. Okay, so it's good, or it is therefore required to disclose them separately. Okay. Next, okay, I repeat. Within the period, non-adjusting because arose after and disclosed separately. However, because it's stated here severely disrupted and suffer losses, if this continue and affect the company's going concern, then this is an adjusting event in which your financial statement will be prepared on a breakup basis. That is the full answer. I give you a mark. I give you the answer. This one, between adjusting, non-adjusting, etc. Okay, B1 is this one. It's a non-adjusting event because does not affect the valuation. We disclose the financial statements separately. 16 loss, and expected insurance 9. However, it should be treated as adjusting. It's going to affect companies going concern. Okay. Number 2. Ready? A single class of inventory held at another warehouse. You got another warehouse. Was valued at its cost 460. In April, 70% of this inventory was sold for 280, on which Wawasan sales staff earned a commission of 15%. So after the year end, you sell 70% of the goods for 280, and you have to pay a commission of 15%. So this one we learned last, the earlier tutorial question on inventory. So how? Compare the cost and NRV. Can you try? Your cost is 46. 70% of it was sold for 280, and you have to incur commission costs. $460. 70% is 322, right? Correct. What's my NRV? $280 minus 70%, they are of the single class. 70% were sold for 280 after you minus the commission, 238. So meaning the 460, now what's the NRV? So should I take cost or take NRV? How much should I adjust? So adjust 120. This is an adjusting event because after the end you sell below cost. Adjusting event. Why? Because they existed at the end of reporting, and you showed all the calculation. You have to adjust 120. Anyone cannot get? Okay. 70% of this, the cost, 70%. Okay. And final one. On 18th of May, government announced tax charges which have the effect of increasing our company's liability by 65. So the government made an announcement. As a result, my tax liability increased by 650. Adjusting or non-adjusting? Sorry? Non-adjusting event, wrong. The event happened outside the period prescribed by IAS 10. Check. My year end is 31st March. I signed on the 6th of May. Where's the announcement? Here. Already signed. Announcement made here. As a result, my liability increased. Can I do anything? No. So it's in fact it's outside the period covered by IS10. IS10 don't come into picture. So it's outside the period covered by IS10. Therefore, it's non-adjusting. Therefore, it's not relevant. My question: what if the announcement is made here? As a result, you got the liability. Because of the announcement after the end, you have additional liability. It's a non-adjusting event. Okay, arose after reporting. Can? The charges is occurred outside the period specified by IS10. If they have incurred here, announced here, then it's a non-adjusting. Outside, then sorry, nothing to do with IS10. If you announce here, then non-adjusting. Good. Done.